Their birth control that they use, like Premarin. I forget. I remember reading up about it like a long time ago, and like it's just like it's disgusting.
Well, yeah, actually, Manitoba, we have the horse industry in Manitoba here is actually pretty crazy. Every Friday we send horses to Japan for slaughter. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You can actually go to the airport and watch them be loaded up in crates. So they have to sit in a crate for 3 days with no food or water. And it's appalling. I know it's shocking to hear that we even do this. They fly them to Alaska first, and then from Alaska they go to Japan. We have an app live.
Okay,
oh yeah. And we have a few activists that are more well versed in it than I am. I actually only recently just found out about this. So I mean, I'm an ex-hog farmer.
Yeah.
So my area is more hog farming because that's what I was involved with as I was younger. So I mean, but when I found that out about what they're doing with the horses, I didn't even know horses were used for meat until like a year ago. So it's scary to think that other places this is a delicacy and they actually like.
Are you surprised though?
I'm not. But
at
the same time, you'd think we'd know better by now, right?
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure. Well,
especially horses of everything. Like that they
they make up pretty much like every childhood dream, like you know what I mean?
Sure,
like
right to the unicorn, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
So it's shocking, right? We're just trying to bring awareness about all the animals and what we can.
Honestly, every time I pass by like a hog truck on the highway or anything like that, they're like, you know exactly where it's going.
You know that they're not gonna come out of there nice, right? So have you ever thought about veganism or plant-based?
You know what? I've tried. And, I tried really hard and everything like that. It's not to say that when I was trying, I did it for maybe about a good month or so. But when I was going out to eat or whatever with friends,
that's where you found the problems, right?
Well,
because the options aren't there, right? It's been really difficult. Me and my wife, we went vegan 2 years ago.
Okay.
And when we went vegan, it was like, where's your options, right? Like, what do you got? I mean, it's hard, right, in that sense, because you got to bring everything, you got to prepare everything, and especially once you have kids, you have to start thinking about your kids all the time.
Well, that's what I'm always wondering about too. Is when you have kids, how do you you want to give them as much supplements as possible, nourishment in forms, and typically when you were a kid, your parents were just you're gonna eat what I eat.
Yeah, while you're hungry, we're gonna go out to we're gonna go out to a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, back then we wouldn't have had an option, right? But I'd say in the last year we've really come full circle where a lot of these places are starting to have an option.
Yeah.
And I think it's really amazing for the community.
I think also though it's just I always question the options as well.
Yes.
It's just
but we shouldn't always eat out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, right?
But on the other hand too,
so it'd be
I do my best to and I know that my family also does their best to cut back on animal
processed
and
and the carcinogens and stuff that are in there, right?
Yeah. I don't drink regular milk. It's almond all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
I just prefer it too. It's just it goes down it goes through my body much better.
Well, that's the thing, right? We're allergic to milk, and yet we consume it. When I was a teenager, 4-liter chocolate milk a week, maybe 2, right?
I remember
crazy. And I struggled with weight hard when I was a teenager. I was 13, I was 200 pounds. I struggled, and I attribute a lot of that to my milk intake because I was like, woo, milk build the bones, and then you're going to working out, and you're like, I'm not losing anything, right? And that was a battle I fought for years, right? And then,
and that's everyone's just telling you, that's why the food and whatever the pyramid has changed.
Yeah, food guide. Food guide.
All these years and everything.
And that is amazing for our kids, right? So going on that, then you seem like you're pretty well versed in what's going on with the animals. What would be stopping you now from going and trying it again? Just curious.
So,
would it be the convenience factor and being out with friends?
Part of it is the convenience, and it's also just I mean, making sure that it tends to get a little bit more expensive in certain aspects of it,
yeah.
You know,
if you're not going the rice, beans, legumes,
well, like you have to, and like, you know, it's one thing like being creative with your meals as well, and like don't get me wrong, I really appreciate all the creativity that I can possibly put into
that's
it.
like the best part, I think, for I've noticed, like new meals, like new flavors.
And you can get research, like, you know,
cultures.
what other things are going, exactly, you know, like Indian food and whatnot.
It's amazing,
right? Like, you know, and knowing where you're, like, you know, where you can get more protein
and
from.
kind of the fun doing it too, like making it, right? And
for sure. But like, you know, like, okay, this is kind of stupid.
No, it's okay. Anything's a good response, right?
Well,
That's why we're out here. That's why we're out here.
I guess, but I mean, like, going through a breakup, and then I started working out more, and I was doing a lot, like, you know, but that was the thing, like, you know, like, I was, like...
Are you worried about protein?
Yes. Now, and
that's okay. I want to hear it.
I did as much, like, plant-based protein as I possibly could for, like, a amount of time. That started to get expensive.
Yes.
And then, and, like, you know, like, I don't know. It was just like the convenience of just buying, like, you know. But that's it. Once again, when I'm buying actual animal protein, I'm trying to be conscious that, like, I don't eat beef.
Yeah.
You know, or pork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless it's like the last option that I've got, like, you know,
exactly, right? Like,
you know,
just like, you know, I'm not gonna have a Beyond Meat burger every day, right? But if I have an 8 for 8 hours and Timmy's has got a Beyond Meat ready for me, we're going for it, right?
My friends, family invite me over to a cottage weekend, and, like, you know, or, like, you know, just for a night, actually, and I forget to, like, mention, like, you know, like, I'm not eating, like, certain sort of foods. I'm like, I guess I'm eating a beef burger tonight. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But like,
so that's where we tend to run into those situations, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
like, I'm always eager to try, and, like, that's the thing. Like, when I'm like, I do have vegan friends, and, like, you go, like, you know, like, what pisses me off is, like, I have people also in my life who are just like, I hate vegan food. It's just like, so you hate apples.
I know, and that's the silly thing, right?
Like, right. Like,
when people say that, you can go so many roads. It's like, really, like,
like, no one's asking you to do, like, raw or anything like that.
No,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Right? It's just like, come on. It's just like, it's making certain choices and, like, you know, and understanding where they're coming from. So
yeah, exactly. I got some great resources in here. I think it would be great to leave you with. So
for sure.
I have some great documentaries here and YouTube videos. So I would implore you to at least promise to watch one of them.
Yeah.
The best speech you'll ever hear is really good. It doesn't have anything gruesome. It's got like a 5-minute gruesome thing in it where he kind of just explains a little bit what's going on.
Shock is actually very good.
Yeah,
I find.
And he's just Gary Yourofsky. He's an amazing speaker, and he can really bring light to the situation. And then there's some good ones on here as well. Cowspiracy, What's the Health, Forks Over Knives. They're all amazing. But this is one I would love for you to watch. I mean, the way he speaks is just amazing. Some great reads if you like reading books. I mean, some people like reading. Some good books on here. And then vegan22.com. Free resources on Facebook, mentoring, one-on-one, everything you need to go vegan. Full support. So new ideas and stuff maybe you haven't thought about, questions, questions. And then just going on to the protein thing, I just started doing this because doing my outreach. I downloaded that chronologic meter where you keep track of all your stuff, right?
Yeah.
So just going on the whole protein thing, like, I don't go out of my way to, like, eat a ton, but I mean, like, if we just look on my average day, I mean,
okay, so you keep so wait, what is, like, this is an app?
Yeah, this is an app that I just found out about, the Chronometer.
It's
amazing. So you just type in, like I go to Costco a lot, so they have, like, that Ancient Grains coconut cashew cereal. I love it. But it's in here. You just, like, literally go here, you go add food, let's say, like, naturopath here, there you go, that's the cereal I eat from Costco. Everything's in here. It's already all programmed. You just type in what you like to eat, and most of the stuff's in here, like the soy silk milk, like silk almond milk. It's in here. You just go silk, soy milk silk or organic or whichever soy silk you drink, the almond or yogurt. So it's got everything, and then when you click it, it gives you all your nutrient intakes, and so it's a great way to keep track of everything. So, like, in doing that, I've really shown myself that when I have these conversations with people, I can say, well, vegans really don't have a problem. Like, I'm not really even going out of my way to eat protein drinks, you know, and we're hitting the targets, right? So
Yeah.
it was a great resource for anybody to try. And
I think that like is like a lot of it too is just like
Some of it is
not having enough information.
yeah, and that's it. They don't want us to know a lot of this stuff too. They want us eating those products.
For sure.
The government subsidizes the meat industry, so.
So
Very
Cool.
Very,
Well, my name is Justin. It was
Miles.
a really great conversation.
yeah, no, I really appreciate
Yeah, I
that.
really appreciate it. Anything I can do to help, I really appreciate being available.
Absolutely. I like best of luck with like the rest of reaching out tonight and
Yeah.
like during like Fringe.
Yeah,
So
yeah, for sure. Thank you very much for the support.
absolutely.
Have a good night.
Take care.
rabbit.